Hi, and welcome to All the Woo A to Z. We're your hosts, Suzanne.
And Mychal, and this is Season 2. Welcome to All the Woo,
A to Z.
and this is our Season 2 orientation episode.
Welcome to Season 2, our 41st episode.
Yeah, a couple of episodes. We've got a few done. This is good.
An alphabet and then some.
And then some, a little extra. Little pinch to make you grow an inch.
Bonuses.
Yeah.
So here, as we are starting Season 2, and why we wanted to do an orientation is because some things are going to change and some things are going to stay the same.
Correct.
What's staying the same, Mychal?
Well, what's staying the same is our non-judgmental zone, where we're talking about these topics in a judgment-free way, and we're just expressing our own experiences and understandings of these topics, and hopefully making them entertaining.
There you go.
The other thing that's going to stay the same is it's going to continue to be boozy. We are going to...
Woo!
Yeah, I'm still going to do pairings for each of the topics, so that will continue on.
Delicious.
Yay! Because, I'm thirsty. I need hydrating. It is important.
And this year, I think boozy is going to be even more beneficial.
Yes. Another thing that'll stay the same is our friendship. We're still friends.
Yep.
In case you wanted to know, that is a fact that is still occurring.
We're going to be deepening it, making it stronger, better.
Yes. And of course, the woo portion of it is going to stay the same.
So much woo.
Yeah. All the woo.
Agency.
Yeah, there we go. So we have a few changes.
So one of the things that we are going to be making a little bit different is our introductions. So instead of getting on and saying what we have done professionally every single episode, because we are going to actually be kind of giving you an insight into what we're doing that week, what is taking our attention, our focus.
Yes.
So most interestingly, I think, we are going to be, and I think we mentioned this in the calendars episode, we are going to be doing a alphabet shuffle.
Yes.
And picking our topics at the end of every episode using letters. But we're also going to frame it as a question.
Okay.
So make it just a little bit more interesting, which brings us to what our newly christened 2025 theme is.
Our theme of the year. Our Season 2 theme is going to be High Strange. We decided that in our last episode.
And some of the reasons why are just pages and pages of astrology and history and patterns and beginnings and endings and all of that kind of stuff.
Yes.
But what actually is high strange?
This is a good question. I said it. But what do I mean by that? What did I mean by that, Suzanne?
Well, I have the notes of what you meant by it. But I think we were talking about how, in a way, it's the normifying of woo.
Yeah, it really is. I think that all the strange things that we put it in this thing. If you were somebody who walked into a metaphysical bookshop, probably would not be strange or different to you because you'd be, aware of these topics and be looking for them. And, you're just kind of looking for these things in general, whether or not you realize it or not, right? There's that versus the Suzanne stated
just the fact that in the summertime, it was on Capitol Hill, they had very involved discussions about the reality of aliens.
Right. So bringing these topics to people who would not normally be walking to metaphysical bookshop. So these are we were kind of saying the normifying of...
The woo is coming to you.
Yeah. Whether you thought so, like all the questions where people are just like, oh, can you believe that this was a thing? Ha ha ha. Like kind of joking about it. Now really kind of coming like, oh, they're having congressional hearings about this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And these are things that they're starting to, I think, become maybe preemptive to say a little bit more serious from a scientific standpoint for things to be looked at in those ways. But I don't think that science would be far behind to try and explain or understand what is going on, where
I think that's maybe just the next
step. Yeah.
group of college students away.
Yeah, probably. I mean, because before a lot of scientists didn't talk about or study a lot of subjects because, they would get ostracized
Right?
for even looking at it semi-seriously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything that wasn't completely relatable by a scientific method.
Correct.
So, yes. So that is kind of what high strange is. And we are defining it, like I said, about all of these different things that are happening. But the reason why shifting signs and changing planets and cycles going in and out, those things all happen. What
Yes.
makes it high strange is that they are all happening at the same time.
And these are things that are put in, or we've seen historically, that change the tide of humanity.
And this date has been predicted in multiple cultures
Mm-hmm.
as being kind of the escalator, if you will,
Yeah.
for humanity.
Mm-hmm. So some things need to change in order for that to happen.
We get to pick what direction the escalator is going, I guess.
Hopefully.
And I think the other really significant thing to us as
Mhm.
purveyors of woo,
Yes, I like that. I like being a purveyor of woo, a connoisseur, if you will,
little shop
connoisseur of
of woo,
woo. Mhm.
is that high strange is just going to magnify all of the woo
Yeah.
that's out there. And I know that this year I'm just stepping into a season of just a amount of crazy things happening in my astrological chart. And I believe eclipses are going to be kind of happening on your head.
On my head?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, I think even so, as a bystander, not to tell everybody your personal business of what's
Right.
been going on in your life, but I have seen a dramatic change on your day to day and what your experience day to day has been as far as what you're tending to in your life. That has,
Are you talking about me personally?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, that has really changed for you.
Mm.
I will say for myself, coming for this on New Year's Eve.
Mychal's just adding all the drama that she possibly
All the
can to this
drama.
New Year's Eve, which is
So
already going to be, the North Node at 1 degree,
yes, which is very
which
impactful for my ascendant.
only happens like 18 or every 18 years.
Yeah.
What else you got going on, Mychal?
Yeah, so we'll do this Mychal's introduction. Hello, I'm Mychal. And what I have going on this week is I'm going to be having surgery. So I'm going to be in and out of consciousness. What I'm hoping to do is that this will be like a reconnaissance as I'm being put under. Maybe I can bring you guys some more information for the next episode.
She's going to go sneak a peek at all of our Akashic records.
Yeah. I'll try to take a look for you, see what I can come back with. I'll report later. But yeah, so I mean, that's not normal for me at all, obviously. And in case you don't know, I don't go and have that kind of thing done all the time. But
Don't have surgery as a hobby. Yeah.
traditionally, no. But so that will be kind of turning my world a little upside down in general. But I think something that I thought was really interesting for those of you who are not aware, the calendars episode that we recorded or that we released last week, we actually had recorded that previously by a couple of weeks at least. And so some things have happened since we recorded that. And when we were kind of talking about this potential of high strange for 2025, where we came up with the name of this, our theme for the season, keeping that in mind, those things had not started to happen. So all the things that you were like hearing in the news now that are occurring were like, oh, yeah, and that. And
I heard that on All the Woo podcast.
Yeah. We were not calling it because we had already seen it. We were calling it before it had happened. Not to say that we're predicting anything, but we're just saying that so far it's shaping up to be accurate.
We are weather reporters and we can see the cloud. Yeah.
Yes, the cloud has started to move in. That's what we're saying. Yes.
The wind's picking up. The skies turn a weird color. Yeah.
Yeah. The sky's getting green. Yeah. In Texas, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. As we all learned from The Wizard of Oz.
Not yet. Well, I mean, yeah. Anyway. So that is where we stand for season 2. Some things are going to be the same. Some things are going to be different.
Yes.
And we hope that you will join us as we adventure into what is going to be a wild ride, no matter what your star chart looks like and no matter where in the world you are.
That's right.
This is humanity's ride.
Yeah. We're on it together.
And we chose to be here. Reminder.
Yes.
Sometimes it helps to hear that.
I'm doing my best to be a good passenger for everybody else. Yes.
So fasten up, and we will see you in episode 1 of All the Woo.
Which is going to be, we picking a letter?
We're picking a letter.
Okay. Picking a letter out of the basket. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do out of a basket. We have these letters.
And just so you know, it's a star-shaped gold basket.
It is. We have Q.
Q for question. So we'll be brainstorming what Q could possibly be.
Yes.
And we'll see you with Q on the new Woo.
The new Woo, the new you. There you go. No, just kidding. Yeah. We will unveil, there we go, what Q will stand for during the first episode. So we will see you then when we all know the answer.
All the Woo, A to Z.